Thanks for being here. We're excited as you can possibly imagine. I'm really proud of this team. As I've said before, the preparation for this moment began, literally days after we lost in last year's round of 16. And this was a hungry, committed, returning group. And these two guys are just two of the main figures that led to really, I don't know if the transformation of the culture, but really a determined culture to get us back to the College Cup. We feel that's where we belong. Our goal every year is to be in the College Cup and to contend for national titles. And though we've had great run for the last 3 years and accomplished much, there's always an empty feeling if we're not playing the final weekend. So for us to be back where we belong is a great source of pride, but we're also not content with being there. It is not the end game for our program, and we're hoping that when it's all said and done, that we're the last team standing.
Any questions, guys?
You talked a lot earlier in the tournament about the pressure that you kind of put on the team to get to this point. What's it like now that you've actually made it? What's the feeling?
Well, it feels great, but we're focused on the game on Friday right now with the hope that we continue playing on Sunday. I think we've worked hard to make ourselves the biggest bullseye in college soccer, and I don't mind putting pressure on our team and our players because we feel that makes us better. I don't mind putting pressure on myself. I don't mind putting pressure on the players. I think that's how the hardest substance known to man, the diamond, is formed, and we think we're diamond tough. We put our guys in tough games. We go play in tough environments. We set our standards extremely high, and so when we get into tough games, you always see the best of Maryland soccer, and that's what we're going to see on Friday.
Can you talk a little bit about Georgetown?
Well, Georgetown has had a historical year, really a great year. Their coaches, Brian Weiss and their staff have done a fantastic job. I mean, they deserve to be there. They've had a great run. They have some really outstanding individual players who have a real shot to play at the next level. They are worthy of their seeding. They're worthy of their place in the College Cup, and we expect this will be a tremendous game. Obviously, a lot of intrigue with the local rivalry, but we have great respect for their coaches and players. We know a lot of their players are friends with our players, and this will be a classic College Cup match.
Can you compare the team stylistically? The teams are very different, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think. They're very good at what they do, and we're very good at what we do. They're a good possession team, and so are we. We do have some differences, but we also have a lot of similarities. And I think it's going to be a good chess match, as well as a very competitive, skillful match.
What's it kind of been like watching that program across the Beltway grow and get to this point for you?
Yeah, well, I knew at the beginning of the year that they were going to be a team that could run deep in the tournament. And we've played them a few times in preseason. We know them well. Like I said, I'm not surprised that they were one of the top teams in the Big East all year, and that they've made a great run to go forward. You look at their team. They've got a very good goalkeeper. They've got very good strikers. Tremendous, intelligent, industrious midfielders, and very committed defenders. It's got the makings of a good team. So, we know what we're going up against, and we know we'll have to be good on Friday. We will.
It's been 4 years since you've been to the Cup, but you've got the ACC every year. You've been to the NCAAs. You never duck anyone in August and
Right.
September. Are you satisfied? And then international friendlies for some of these guys. Are you satisfied that that experience, say, replaces what hasn't been there for you guys for the College Cup for some of these guys from an experience point?
Yeah, I mean, we had the opportunity to play El Salvador Olympic team last spring in front of, 6,000 hostile El Salvadoran friends. We put on a good show. We played 2 USL teams last year that were 2 of the better teams in USL, and we beat them. We beat every college team last spring. The last time we went undefeated in the spring, we came back with a national title. For us, the spring is our preseason. We had, I think, close to 90% of our players were here all summer, working, in many cases, 2 to 3 times a day. We feel we're the hardest working team in the country. And we know when we line up against anybody, we'll be more prepared than anybody. And that raises your level of confidence going into every game. This is no accident that we're here. It's a result of a lot of determination, a lot of work, and a lot of preparation.
I know your program is your big picture, but in the larger picture, in the fact that you're going all the way to Alabama to play your neighbor, is there something significant? You've been an advocate of local soccer since you've been here 20 years. Is there something significant to programs in this area and a larger picture here?
Well, there's a lot of great programs in this area, and it seems like every year or two there's one team making a great run, deep in the tournament, or getting into the College Cup. I mean, UMBC's had a good year this year. Loyola's made runs. Americans made runs. This year was Georgetown's run. George Mason's made runs. There's a lot of great teams in this area, and we enjoy playing all of them. We don't know when we're going to play them, but we're looking forward to this one at this point in time.
For John, now that you've finally reached the College Cup as a senior, it's something that's been talked about all year, and just sort of, what's it feel like right now?
I mean, the feeling's unbelievable. I think all the hard work we put in this summer really has paid off, and it's not just for the seniors, for all the guys on this team that have worked hard. We made 3 goals at the beginning of the year. We want to be regular season champions, AC champions, and national champions, and just being able to continue our journey has been unbelievable. And be a senior on this team, it's been a great privilege to be able to watch a lot of these guys grow and be around the team.
John, what were the biggest pitfalls for having a team with so much depth? I mean, where do you see the challenges in that?
I think it's always a good problem to have on a team with players that can step off the bench and step on the field and raise the level. And being able to see a lot of the young guys, work hard for those minutes and be able to shine is a great feeling. And I think, as a team, we appreciate everything everyone brings to to our team. And I think, our depth is one of our greatest assets. Especially, it's been a big part of why we've gone this far this year. So I think, it's definitely been a strength of ours.
Patrick, what was it like turning the page from Saturday and now sort of looking at this weekend and what you have ahead of you?
So far, I think we've done a really good job of that. I think we've treated this week so far as if it was any other week of the season. Each day we go out and prepare and practice, and we bring a joy to practice that I think I hadn't seen in my time here. I mean, definitely we've had some great teams before and since I've been here, but I just think there's a certain joy in just wanting to go out there and work and prepare each day and do the right things you have to do throughout the week to be ready for those big games on the weekend. And I think we're just going to keep continuing to do that this week, make sure we stay loose, and we'll be ready to go on Friday.
Do things feel looser than they might have all season long, or is it still kind of the same sort of mindset?
I think that's pretty similar. I mean, for us, like you said, we have a local rivalry to look forward to on Friday, but it's just another game against a great team and a great opponent that's going to challenge us. And we love being in games like that. That's what we came to this program, to be in games like that and to perform at the highest level. And just being with the people that we truly care about, our teammates and our best friends, it makes it that much better. And we're totally ready for the experience.
Patrick, have you made any decision about your own future?
Not at all. Haven't even thought about it. I'm having too much fun this year, honestly, and just enjoying being around all the guys I'm with around here. I want to take as much time here and enjoy this as much as I can.
What is being finalists or semifinals for the MAC Trophy? What does that add just to the season for you?
I mean, right now it's obviously a great honor, and I'm truly blessed and appreciative of being honored in that. But honestly, right now I'm focused more on the team goals and what we're looking forward to doing. that's going to be something as the season winds down and go on past that, I'll look back and really truly remember that, and it'll be something very special to look back upon. But right now, totally 100% focused on the team goals, and to me, none of that really matters right now. But like I said, it's a great honor to look back on.
Coach, going for a 4th national title, can you talk a little bit about your legacy, your program building, what future vision you have right now, for where you are right now as a program?
Yeah, I still want to build a soccer stadium on this campus. It's my #1 goal. My #1 legacy is to build a beautiful soccer-specific stadium on this campus that will honor the past, ensure the future, and offer a place for all of our great fans to call their own. I drove by Ludwig today, and it's all taken apart, and that's always a sad day. But it was a happy ending at the end of last year, at the end of last week. So for sure, as I've said before, I made it public, we will have a new soccer stadium on this campus in the next 5 years, and hopefully earlier than that.
Any new news on that front?
No, but right now I'm focused on this weekend. But there's a lot of people that know they're going to have a phone call and a knock on the door, and they are going to hear from.
Does the Big Ten move affect that at all?
I mean, this all happened, 3-4 weeks ago. I mean, right now, like Patrick said, he's not thinking about individual honors. I'm not thinking about anything. I mean, obviously, the stadium's always been in the back of my mind since day one, from when I got here 20 years ago, when I saw the field that we had. But right now, the entire focus is on this weekend. I think, you can't talk about legacy right now. That's a different time. I'm just answering the question here. But the focus right now is on this weekend. Like I said, nobody in this country has worked as hard as University of Maryland men's soccer team. And because, as a result of that, we are extremely confident. We're well prepared, and we've played better in every game in the NCAA tournament. And on Friday, we want to play our best game of the year, and that's our goal right now, is to make sure that we're putting our best performance of the year on Friday. And that's the way you have to approach this.
Sosho, what will be some of the intangibles that will come into play during this game against Jackson?
Well, soccer's a strange game, and there's a lot of things that can happen in the game and you don't know. And I think the intangibles really is going to be the strength of our leadership group on the field. I think these guys have done a fantastic job. We find different ways to win games. Sometimes we take early leads. Sometimes we come back late. Sometimes we meet all the demands of the game. And I think the story of this year has been the incredible leadership of not only our 3 captains, but the larger leadership group that we have, but also the humility of our team and the ability of players to step in key moments and provide whatever is necessary for us to win the game. So we don't know how it's going to happen from game to game or who's going to be the hero. We just know that we have a lot of possibilities.